Hello everybody, let's try this one more time. Doing a current energy check-in for the energies between now and the end of August. And let's pull an oracle. I'm trying not to digress. I'm getting a lot of energies, a lot of repeat energies, a lot of psychic debris going on out there, a lot of protector energy, new beginnings, picking up a lot of, like a news of a big change, something coming down the pike between now and the end of August. Let's try to, we've got inspiration. Some of you are trying to find your muse or to try to find inspiration. So some of you may be trying to overcome some stagnant energy and feeling that some of you right now are looking for opportunities or different ways to find fulfillment. And a lot of you are on a creative venture and using, whatever abilities or just you're looking for your muse. You're looking for that inspiration. So this really is speaking to me for the people who have been dealing with a lot of stagnant energy, right? So we've got that energy for some of you. You're looking for your muse and you're looking for your inspiration. We have authenticity, the authentic self. So some of you mini mask. So basically the lunar eclipse is about revelations, right? It's about things that were hidden being revealed. It could be big changes on the world stage, and I believe that 27th through the 28th is when that lunar eclipse, I think it's 27th through 28th, you're starting to get into it. Now there could be news of a big change, could be some type of I just know that it's some mask could slip. But to be in all honesty, it's been happening all year long. So it just could be another revelation on the world stage, right? But for some of you, the authentic self, I'm getting it in the energy of trying to find your identity. Now this is going to go for the people who are looking for that inspiration, looking for that new path, that new beginning. Being authentic. Right now, once again, we have that psychic debris out there. We have a lot of 2D form that has no edges. A lot of people aren't even, I don't want to digress. So right now you're looking for your identity, right? Who are you? What is it that you want to contribute? What is it? What's your path going to look like? So right now, some of you are looking for inspiration. You're looking for that muse. You're looking for that new path. You're wanting to see what your life is going to look like. I do see some of you are trying to figure out who you are. Is that type of energy that I'm getting. All right, so we have overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. So a lot of you may be distracted by a lot of the distortion going on out there. Once again, protect your energy. I keep getting that. Protect your energy. So, a lot of the energies out there were dealing with leadership. And a lot of people took control of their energy and started to utilize it differently. They, left some of the echo chambers. They started to create or, just fill their daily with different things, different choices, but they're still trying to find the path that makes them, that gives them the most fulfillment. I keep getting and I know this is going a little bit beyond August, but it can't be helped. But I feel a real thirst for teachers. I feel a real thirst for mentors. where you can find fulfillment at. Right now, we have that psychic debris. So we have a lot of things without edges, without form, which means it's artificially generated. You can't find your fulfillment with something that is losing the humanity part of it, right? The human aspect. Sometimes, in order to make that coin, some people have been taking full advantage of certain things, which is great. It's absolutely great. That's where they're finding their inspiration and their muse. But then you have the other ones that are in a psychic debris storm, they're trying to find the true teachers. They're trying to find that fulfillment. They're trying to find their power center. They're trying to sit with the older gods, They're trying to sit with the energy of the aethers, the nature. They're trying to bring it in. They're creating their world. So right now, it's what do I put in my world, right? I had a conversation the other day with someone that we were talking about the past, the choices that are coming up, and there will be, and what it's going to look like. And I mean, I've got my questions, but what it's going to look like. And we got to talking about it, and I said, well, I've already started pulling in the energies and creating my visuals, because visuals are really important for a person like me. So you have that inspiration, that muse. If you are given all the tools and the resources to create your world, what would it be that you would need, and what would it be that you would put in it, right? What would feel like it's in alignment for you, right? So we have a lot of people concentrating on harmony and abundance, because we've been geared to think of abundance in certain ways. So, it just depends on where you are at in your stage. But right now, a lot of psychic debris, a lot of scattered energy, a lot of things without form. Once again, that spiritual hijacking. And I do feel that there is a significant change coming. Will it be at the end of August? I don't know. It feels like, to me, the energy feels more like a launch pad, right? A launch pad. A lot of perseverance, getting through it, looking at the details. The fine print type of energy is still prevalent, is what I'm getting. So a lot of you are lost in space, and you need direction. So that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up for, and I don't want to say kind of, it is the energy that I'm picking up for the end of August. Is a lot of people are looking for their inspiration, their muse. They're looking for that change. They know that they can't keep on the same path that they're on. There's too much going on in the outer world. They need to concentrate on their personal world. Leave the noise. The noise is going to be playing in the background. Be in the world, not of the world, right? It's that type of energy. So you're looking for your creative, you're looking for your creativity, your inspiration. What is it? What is your identity going to even look like? Who are you? This is kind of that launch pad energy that I'm picking up right now. That launch pad energy. So, you might be, there could be a catalyst. I don't want to use the word catalyst, because that's coming. I don't want to use the word catalyst right yet, but I do feel that there are changes coming. So right now, finding your inspiration, finding your muse, finding a direction seems to be the energy, because we're all in an energy of change, right? We're all in an energy of change. But once again, they're giving me that thirst for teachers, that thirst for mentors, not the 2D, not the flat, nothing with no edges. That's good for, a couple minute entertainment. But if you're looking for substantial, if you're looking for something that's going to bring the harmony, the heart center, the physical energy into alignment in a life that you can live in actual true abundance, that's the type of energy that I'm picking up, is launch pad energy, psychic debris, trying to find your way, that type of energy, right? That's what I'm picking up. We're going to pull out of a different deck one more and see what Spirit has to say. You know, I know a lot of people are stuck on social media, but, you know, between the reels and the echo chambers and stuff like that, it really, honestly, it's sucking the life out of you. And people, a lot more than you realize, are very tired of it. And it's causing a lot of psychic debris right now because you have a lot of people in pursuit of fulfillment. So, reveal your truth. You know, once again, I said there could be something about changes, think the lunar eclipse revelations. I do get a lot of, with this, is communication, miscommunications being cleared up, new directions, but it's revealing your truth and coming out of hiding. So that could be significant for some of you, but it's finding who you are and coming out from behind the mask, right? From coming out from behind the illusion, coming out from behind the glamour is kind of the I've been getting a lot of Fae energy, but getting a lot of old gods energy, but Fae are really specific for glamour, you know, that glamour magic. Been getting a lot to do with them, with the Fae and glamour. A lot to do with protector energy, a lot of vampire energy out there right now, siphoning, but it's more or less trying to feed a machine that we no longer want to feed, right? You know, so there's a lot of things going on. I could get really detailed and specific, but I want to just keep this short and sweet. Let's do one out of my little for ya. And in this, Spirit guides, guardian angels. Once again, it's the launch pad energy. It's that fulfillment, looking for inspiration in the path that you're going to be take your true authentic self, you know. So we have zoom in. The answer is there if you look close enough. So the answer is there if you look close enough on where you want, what trajectory you want your path to follow. What it is, you know, it could be more natural. It could be more into the you know, AI driven and things of that nature. It just depends. I like to, you know, to keep it simple. I always like to keep things simple. But, you know, you'll have what I call the space rangers. You'll have the space rangers looking for the futurists, you know, of extending humanity out beyond this planet, because face it, we're going to need that to continue as a species. And then I get the environment rangers, and that's the ones that are going to be taking care of Gaia, right? So it just depends on where you're going to set your energy at, or where you're going to sit with, you know, humanity at, right? Are you going to be banging that drum for transhumanism? Or are you going to be banging that drum for being human? My path is going to be humanism, you know, not transhumanism. It's going to be, you know, remaining human and appreciating that aspect. You know, it depends. I don't think we're going to have to make that choice right now within this year. And yes, I know I digressed. But there is going to come a time where you will have to make that choice. And it's funny how history repeats itself, isn't it? You know, it's going to be a new version of hippies out there, people. And that's kind of how I see it. You're going to have a lot of different style protests, and what they're actually protesting it's going to be one for the books, if we're even allowed to have books later on. So, you know, it depends on what you want to preserve. Once again, it's going to be new paths and what you are going to strive for. So right now we're in that launch pad energy. We're in that protect your energy, reaching, what are you going to reach for energy, that psychic debris, that thirst for teachers. It's all a culmination of a lot of different things. So you have to remove your mask. You have to get authentic with yourself, you know, and what it is that you are going to want to pursue, right? So I'm going to go ahead and end this now. I didn't mean for it to be this long, but I will be doing readings for September through the end of the year. Not sure what this channel is going to look like in the future, but for right now, I am going to be doing September through the end of the year. If there is anything in particular you want to look at, you can either drop me an email or you can, well, just send me an email. My email will be in the description box. So thank you so very much. I appreciate you all very, very much. And I thank you.